Hello and welcome to my channel called So Wild. And it's called So Wild because the purpose of this channel is for me to learn Korean, which is so wild. I'll get to why that's wild in a second. But yes, so wild because Seoul in English, Seoul kind of sounds like so, and so then it's so wild. Yes, that is the kind of top quality comedy and clever content you can expect out of this channel and myself. And the reason why it's so wild is because I've recently taken on the journey to learn how to speak Korean or Hangul, as I recently, well, I don't know recently, but as I learned it was called within the past, few months. Anyway, the reason it's so wild that I'm trying to learn to speak Korean is because I currently live in an area where nobody I know speaks Korean, and there's nowhere to go to learn how to speak Korean. So it's kind of a so wild journey. And we're kind of really kicking the journey into high gear with this channel. And the reason that is because, okay, so, oh my God, okay, no, let's rewind. First off, I should probably say what my name is. And I'll do it in Korean. I'll try to do it in Korean. It'll sound kind of like Korean. Here we go. 안녕하세요. 처음 막습니다. Nope. Oof. That was wrong. No. Okay, hold on. 안녕하세요. 제 이름은 카트리나입니다. Or maybe I should just say 이름은 Kat입니다. Because I'm not really sure if Katrina is easy to say in Korean, but I feel like everyone can say Kat. That's like my nickname. So, from the top, 안녕하세요. Welcome to my channel, So Wild. Why do I keep saying 처음 막습니다? Is it 처음 막습니다? No. I'm gonna look it up right here. Not 처음 막습니다. I'm pretty sure 막습니다 is like eating.
제 이름은 카트리나입니다.
안녕하세요. 제 이름은 카트리나입니다. Yeah, we got there. And this is my channel, So Wild, where we will take our journey learning how to speak Korean together. Another word I don't know how to say in Korean yet. Maybe I should say Hangul. I know that word. 2 for 2. Anyway, where was I? What are we doing? We're learning how to speak Korean. And I don't know anyone who knows how to speak Korean. So I started a few months ago on the journey, like most people in America. I just realized I forgot to say where I'm from. I'm from America. I used to know how to say America in Korean too. 미국, 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 미국.
미국.
Migu, see? I'm so good at everything I do. Starting with this, obviously. Anyway, I'm from America. I'm from America. I'm from America. 저는 미국.
나는 미국 출신입니다.
나는 미국 초선입니다. I'm from America. And in my particular corner of the world in America, because America is quite big, there are no Korean restaurants. There's nobody that I know of that speaks Korean. And there's nowhere to learn to speak Korean. So like most people, when I first started to learn a second language, I downloaded Duolingo. And as it turns out, after using it for months, I feel really bad for saying this. I'm sorry. If this has worked for you, I'm not the gold standard of learning languages at all in the least. We'll get to why I'm not. And mean, can't you tell? Can't you tell why I'm not? I'm all over the place. Anyway, it didn't work for me, all right? I know like 2 or 3 phrases, a few words. If I hear it, I'll say like, oh, 하지마. Got you. sagwa. Got you. I can't carry on a conversation. I can barely introduce myself, as we have just painfully learned throughout this video. And I have no great, it takes me a while. Like, I struggle bust through this, like I know the word. And then, 진짜, I know the word. And then it escapes me because I'm not good at recalling, I guess. And part of the reason, after careful observation of my own self, some self-reflection, if you will, I thought to myself, maybe it's because you never spend any time talking out loud. Like, who am I going to talk to? Myself? Like a crazy person? Okay, yes, so technically I am kind of still talking to myself. That does dawn on me. But the hopes is, with this channel, I will connect with other people, other crazy people, other wild people, if you will, like myself. And maybe, just maybe, they are either learning how to speak Korean, have learned how to speak Korean, or are native Korean speakers. And so then when I was saying stuff, they would be able to give me meaningful, criticism and critiques. And, criticisms can be nice, so let's keep it that way. All right? Like, if your first comment is, oh, 아이고, she's so bad at Hangul. I know that. That's why I'm here, okay? No comments like that. Comment something like, 아이고, she's so bad at Korean. She's so bad at Hangul. She wouldn't be so bad if she did this. See, if you give me something to work on, then it's not so much a criticism as it is a critique, and I can accept that. So throughout these videos, throughout this journey, this is video 1, this is day 1, this is the first video. 좀 배려. I think that's right. 좀 배려. First video. Is it right?
첫 번째 비디오.
첫 번째 비디오. 저는 첫 번째 비디오. I think that was my first video. This is my first video. So what the goal of these videos are going to be is this. Every week, once a week, I will post a video, and in that video, I will try to speak as much Hangul as I possibly can by having a conversation and talking about my day-to-day life or what I'm doing that day, things like that. I will also show you guys my dope Korean learning materials or Hangul learning materials, a notebook, workbooks, and homemade flashcards. Certainly, through this tenacity and lucky attitude, I will learn this language. And the goal of this series is that one day I will speak Hangul for an entire video, and it will not sound absolutely awful, super bad, like probably what's happening now. We will improve, okay? And actually, I recently told my daughter this. Here's a little Katrina quote for you, a little cat quote, if you will. If you want to be amazing at something, you should expect constant failure. Because otherwise, how can you be amazing? You have to fail a lot. So I am accepting the fact that I'm going to be constantly failing as you all watch. And then hopefully one day I won't fail. Everybody gets one, right? The other thing that we will do is, sometimes we'll go on cool little field trips. And by we, I mean me and you as my partners in crime, as my, I don't know. I wanted to come up with 3 things in a row because I thought that would sound cool, but I just have that. I just have partners in crime. Maybe you could tell me a cool Korean way to say that. But yeah, so maybe we'll go somewhere, vlog style, and I will try to use my Korean there. Or, obviously I can't use it on people because, like I said, when I said I know no one, I'm not joking about that. But, let's say For instance, I'm hoping to go to this very dope Edgar Allan Poe thing with my sister in a few weeks. I will take my video camera with and, like, in the car, try to speak Korean to you guys, and I'll try to detail what we're doing and maybe give you guys a look at what we're doing and then try to describe it or something. I just want to challenge myself. I want to challenge myself and really learn this language. That brings me to my second thing, third thing, fourth thing. I don't know what thing we're on. We're on something. That brings me to something. My something is this. Katrina, where do you want to learn this language? Where? I think it's really beautiful. I know right now, if you have no experience with Korean and you're hearing me just drop random words right now, you're probably thinking, it doesn't sound that pretty. But go just like Google a Korean clip of somebody talking, go look at your nearest K-drama, go find a song, I don't know, just find something, listen to it in Korean from somebody who actually knows Korean. And that language is beautiful. I think that the words themselves sound so beautiful and poetic. And I had never heard Korean before. When I was in like 5th grade, we moved to a very, very, very small town in Midwest America. And when I say small, I mean population 400 small. I think if you are foreign, maybe you hear about America and you think of all these big cities, because a lot of times if you're hearing about this country or you're seeing people, like famous people, they live in New York or Los Angeles or something like that. But there are a lot of very, very small towns in America. And I am from one of those small towns. So small town, literal population 400. We're talking pre-K through 12th grade in one building in one school, because like my graduating class was considered huge for our area. And it was like, I don't know, 65 people. Okay. My cousin who lives in Baton Rouge, her graduation class, just her class that graduated, it's like over 400 people. That was my entire town, okay? That's how small we're talking. So when it comes to foreign languages, all I'd ever even heard was Spanish, which, kudos to you guys, also very beautiful. And it's embarrassing to say this, but I did take Spanish from 7th grade to 12th grade. You guys can imagine, probably based on the personality that you see before you, how that went. I mean, I got A's in the class. I want to say that. But I retained nothing. Okay, so I don't know Spanish now. I know mal. I know I'm bad. I know donde es baño? Where's the bathroom? And that might be broken Spanish. I don't even know if that was actually a complete sentence. It's really been a hot minute since 12th grade, okay? And I did not take it very seriously. I took it seriously enough to pass and to get good grades because I wanted a nice GPA, but I didn't take it seriously enough to actually learn to use it in everyday life. And that's a mistake. That's something I regret. If you're a young person out in this world who, for some unknown reason, stumbled upon this random train of thought trail I have going on here, and you're in a foreign language, please take it seriously. You're actually in an environment where for like 35 to 45 minutes a day, you can actually like work on this. And it is a gift. I mean, it's hard to learn another language, especially once you become an adult. Not because it's harder for adults to learn languages. I mean, in some ways it is, just because, like, for instance, in Korean, their sentence structure is very different from the English sentence structure. And because I'm an adult and I'm aware of that, it's kind of confusing when you're doing sentences. So like that sort of thing can make it hard. But I truly believe that anybody in the world can learn a language if you are just diligent and practice. But it's just like you become a grown-up and you become an adult, you have all these other responsibilities and things that you have to do, and it's like, where's the time, I mean, I myself have no time. I mean, I have a hard time making time, you know? I am a mom, which, you know what? I don't know if I'll get this compliment, but I do get it from time to time that I look quite young. Like in a good way, not in a creepy way. Just like I tell people, "Oh, I'm a mom. I have a 12-year-old daughter." They're like, "What? How? You look so young." And I'm like, "Yes, I'm well into my 30s, but thank you." You know, in Korea, I'm like almost 40 in like Korean age system. I don't like that. Okay? I mean, I like it in the sense of it's a gift to get older every day. Like, I mean, if you're not aging, that means you died. So, pretty grateful that I'm not that. But, you know, it like, there's a little bit of like, it makes you feel like a little bit like, oh my God, I'm like, I have to get going on these goals that I have for myself because I'm, you know, encroaching into 40 territory. You know, I'm getting close to the halfway point. This August, I'll be at the halfway point. So, also, that's something maybe I should learn to say in Korean. Not that this August I'll be at the halfway point. That's, you know, we don't need to say that. We don't need to announce that. I did just announce it. Instant regret. But, c'est la vie. I should learn how to say my age in Korean. That's the goal. And that's the thing. That's what these videos will be for. I'll make goals. I'll make plans. I'll try to accomplish things in a timely manner. And one day I will super impress you guys with my skills. And I'll impress myself. And isn't that what life is all about? I mean, not impressing yourself, but bettering yourself. You know, I want to better myself. I don't remember what I was talking about. I don't remember how we got here. This vlogging thing is going to be difficult for me because I have a random train of thought. I jump from topic to topic. I don't know how to stay on task. And yet I was, like I said, a fairly good student. So, I mean, take that with what you will. Oh, I think I was talking about kids and, you know, appreciating your time and your chance to learn another language. Yes, appreciate that. Because if you don't, you know what? Here, this would be a prime example. Do you want this? You want this in your next 20 years? I don't think so. So you better crack open them books or worksheets or whatever they do in schools these days. So, yes, talked about who I am, talked about how little Hangul I know, and we've talked about my husband's gaming. I hope you guys didn't hear that. Did you guys hear that? I don't know how to edit. Like, so if that was like, he swore he's gaming, so it was like a gaming swear. I really don't know how to edit. How will I protect my idol image? I'm gonna just try to put like I'm gonna look at this video when it's done and I can hear it, and I'm just gonna play some random music there. That's like one thing I know how to do on this computer. Anyway, where was I? I was trying to tell what we've done so far. We have introduced ourselves. We have discussed what the channel is. We have discussed the goals for the channel. And I mean, I think that's it, right? So our goals is just to learn more Hangul and appreciate its just poeticness. Like I said, I really do. Like, that's not even a joke. I really do find the language to be so beautiful. Oh my goodness, that's how we started out. Small town. Never had heard Korean before. The way I heard Korean, because obviously I would never hear it anywhere else, is that once I entered college and Netflix became a thing, because that always was not a thing. So Netflix became a thing. And in the beginning of Netflix, they actually did not have a lot of rights to very many things. And one thing that they did do is they had K-dramas. And so I started watching K-dramas. And the very first K-drama I actually watched was, I think it was Playful Kiss. Which I'm pretty sure that when I watched it, it was still like it had been out for a little bit, because I would have watched it in like 20, no, not 20. I would have watched it in 2010. I watched that K-drama, and that was the first time I actually heard Korean, really heard it. And I thought it was so beautiful. Like, I think the way that the language, the intonations are, I think because they add certain like sounds at the end of their sentences that like kind of repeat, it sounds like music to me. It's just such a flow, and it's so pretty. And the more I was listening to it, the more I just wish that I could really just listen and not like listen and then having to read the subtitles at the bottom to figure out what was going on, but like just listen and understand it. And after I got into like the Korean K dramas, then I started listening to more like Korean music. I'm not a super like K-pop fan, to be honest. Like pop music in general isn't normally like my go-to vibe. This is something else that surprises people about me, but my actual real kind of vibe is I listen to a lot of more like rock music, like Avenged Sevenfold, Slipknot, those kinds of things. My first Japanese band that I ever really got into was Mook, which is like a visual kai band and like a rock band kind of a thing. And I was like, I saw their music video Libra on TV. We had, for some reason, like this I have something channel where they did music videos from like foreign countries, and that was on there. And I was just like so in love with that sound and just with the words, like once I had like read the subtitles and stuff. So when I'm listening to music and things, once I hear it the first time, I have to go and figure out what the subtitles are because I get really into. I'm so sorry if you guys can hear that. I don't know why. It's so loud. But yeah, like I heard the subtitles or no, I have to go listen to the subtitles. I have to go see a translation to understand what the song is fully about. And I just want to be able to just really enjoy it the first time around and just really kind of connect with that. And so that is what led me to actually wanting to really learn this language and be able to speak it myself and be able to understand it when it was spoken to me. And I have a goal in mind, and I'm really hoping that I make it there. And I think with this channel and with, people's help, I could definitely do it, or I will do it. I will definitely do it. I can definitely do it. So this is the goal, and this is the hope. So yeah, if you enjoyed this rambling, why? Please don't hear that. If you enjoyed this rambling, continue watching hopefully, either send encouraging words, or again, if you are a Korean speaker and you can speak the language, any tips you have or tricks you have, like please feel free to comment those below. And then also when I am speaking, like my next video will be like much more me actually trying to speak Korean, just because I felt like explaining what this journey was going to be. I don't have the language skills in Korean to even attempt to explain what I'm trying to do here. So first video, basically English. Second video, more Korean, and at least me like trying to figure out some things and whatnot. And the goal is to post every Monday. So, start out the week on a good note. It's spend the week learning, and then Sunday I make the video and we see the results. So that's the goal. That's the plan. That's what we're going for. So yes, I think that's it. So I can say bye in Korean, which is 안녕히 계세요. 안녕 계세요. Or technically this is also something I read. I don't know if it's true, but it's something I read. They said that in Korea. I've never been, so I can't verify this, but they say that in Korea sometimes they just go bye-bye or bye-bye. So I guess that. Oh my god, guys, this is going to be a journey. We're going to try our best, okay? So hopefully I'll see you next time.